Hello everyone, I am RB Jules coming to you from STL Handmade Jewelry and Craft Corner. Today I'm going to bring you a cute earring tutorial that you can use to make a whole lot of earrings in different colors. and very easy and simple to do. You can easily catch on to it. We're going to go through the complete steps of how to make this earring. This is the earring right here. Yeah, those are the earrings right there that I'm going to teach you how to make. And I'm going to set that aside. And I've already done one earring, and we're going to do the other earring together. So to do this earring, you're going to need a 20 millimeter. First of all, if you hear any noise in the background, that's the heat going off and on. You might hear one of my young adults moving around. You're going to need a 20 millimeter hoop earring, okay, to do this. And then you're going to need a total of 52 Delica seed beads. And that's going to be 26 Delica beads per earring. You're going to need 52 of the main color of 15 seed beads, which is going to be 26 seed beads per earring. That's this dark color right here, the raspberry color. You're going to need that. And then you're going to need 36. I'm using gold. These are the colors that I'm choosing. You can use whatever color you want. You're going to need 36 of the gold 15 seed bead, which is going to be 13 beads per earring. So you're going to need that. And you're going to need your thread, and this is the thread that I'm using for this tutorial. And you're going to always need your trusty scissors, or if you use a nipper tool, you can have that beside you. And let me see if I can get it. Give me a second. This is a nipper tool here, and it does the same thing as scissors, where it just gets closer and cut the thread. And yes, I use my nipper tool a lot. And that's all you're going to need for this tutorial. So to do this, you will need to know how to do the basic ladder stitch. And I'm not sure if I did a tutorial on a ladder stitch, but we're going to go through all of the steps anyway. So I'm going to do this as as detailed as possible. So you're going to take your thread, and you're going to leave a nice sizable knot, which is about 2, maybe 3 inches. And then y'all have to turn it for me because I'm left-handed. And then you are going to tie a knot, a tight knot, and then you're going to tie another knot. Okay. And then you're going to want to bring your earring up close, the thread up close to the top of the ear wire, because I saw how this particular type of ear hoop works. This part actually sits outside of the earring, and if you don't like this particular kind of hoop, let me know in the comments below, and I definitely can do another earring using a different type of hoop. But this is the only hoop that I have on hand. So yeah, So, and you're gonna need a 10-inch beading needle. So you're gonna need that. So to get started, okay. To get started, we're gonna get started with this. We're gonna use the Delica beads, and that's the 11-0 Delica beads. So we're gonna set everything else aside, and we're just gonna let these earrings hang out over here so you can see them. And this is the one that we're actually doing. So, matter of fact, let's make it easy and count out the 26 Delica beads in groups of 5. So that's 4. Because this is going to make it so much easier. That's 4, 5. That's 5. So instead of trying to figure it out, you count it out and you'll know exactly how many beads you will indeed have. So that's 5. Okay, that's 20. We just need 6 more beads. Okay, that's 25, and we just need 1 more bead, and that will be that, and that way we can move that out of the way. So you're just going to need the 26 beads. So you're going to pick up 2 beads. Okay, you're going to pick up 2 beads. Can you see them? And you're going to go under. It's like a circle. You're going to go under the bead, and well, let me do it this way. Let me do it this way, so it's not confusing. Let the beads drop all the way down like this. You see that? Hold your beads like this. I'm trying to not have everything just move. Let me put something right here, make that a little heavy so that doesn't move. Okay. So there you go. And then you're gonna go up under the circle. Pull your thread up under the circle, but keep your beads on the opposite side of the circle. Okay. What? And then what you're gonna do is take your needle and go up under the hoop, and then go through the 2 Delica beads. And you want to make sure these beads are tight. Okay. So then turn the beads to the side and hold it like that, and then go back through the Delica bead, the second Delica bead. I don't know what I just did. Well, when you do this, you have to go back down. This is a step. Go back down through the Delica bead. You're going to go back through the Delica bead because you're going to make a circle, because you still have to come up through the second Delica bead to lock it in place. So when you come back up, you're going to come back through the Delica bead on the other side. And you can always enlarge your camera to see this step. So now, as you can see, the Delica beads are locked in place. So you just want to make sure that they are locked in place. And so they do move around in the beginning. So that's why it's important for you to hold it in place. So then you're going to take your next Delica bead and you're going to take your next So you're going to take your next, after this, you're going to pick up just one Delica bead after adding the 2 Delica beads. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to hold the Delica bead on the other side. Sorry about that, y'all. I got a little distracted. Hold on for a second. Okay. Y'all, I'm not gonna edit this out so you can see that mistakes get made all the time. So where did the bead go? It went through there. That's what you don't want to happen. You don't want the Delica bead to go through. So you want it to lay beside the other bead, and you're gonna go through the other bead. And yeah, so I have issues with perfectionism. So it's like, yeah, stuff like this kind of stresses me out a little bit, but I'm gonna keep going. And so these are the first 3 beads. And then you're gonna pick up another bead. And we're gonna do all this whole thing together. So if this is a little boring for you, you can skip through if you feel like you got it held on to it quickly. Okay? But for the rest of us, we're gonna take our time and go through the beads. So when I was doing this off camera, had it like a charm. And you're gonna go through the bead again on the other side. And you're gonna make sure you're gonna lock it down like this. Okay, y'all, we're gonna keep going. You're gonna let your Delica bead drop all the way down like that. Go up under the hoop and pull your thread, and then go back up under the bead and pull. And you have to make sure that it's tight. Okay. There you go. Okay. And you're going to pick up another Delica bead. I feel like I did this one wrong. Okay, let's come back out. What did I do? What did I do? Okay, I made a mistake. I went through the thread. There you go. So you hold this bead up like this, and then just go up through the bead, not the thread, but the bead. So there we go. And let's pick up another Delica bead. And we're going to go through, holding the bead down. And I'm trying not to do it fast, like I'm doing it. And, because I'm teaching you how to do it. And you hold your bead down. And I'm hoping that I'm staying in frame. So this is what your beads should look like so far on there. And then you have, pull your bead all the way down. And the reason why I'm taking the time to do this like this, because when I wanted to learn stuff, which is a lot easier now, it wasn't this easy. It was not this easy. And go up under to find people to teach. And that's what sent me on my journey of self-teaching. So That's why I'm taking the time to go through every step with you. That's why I said for those who catch hold to it and find it boring, to keep going, that's fine. You can forward, fast forward past what I'm doing, and that's fine. But you definitely want to make sure that everything is sturdy and tight as you go along. You do not want your beads loose and floppy, and you want to make sure that your beads, they're uniform as possible, and also keeping the tail thread out of the way, which sometimes can be a little bit of a challenge. So I try to make it as easy as possible. See how when I let the bead drop all the way down and I hold it, and then I hold the thread, that way the bead doesn't move out the way, and just pull it through, and then you can let the thread through and just pull it aside like that. And we're going to do this until we get all of the beads on here. And then we're going to go to the next step. This is real time, y'all, of how long it would take to, and there are people who sew faster. But yeah, this is real time of what it would take to do this earring right here. And once you learn how to do this earring, it's pretty fun, and it is a lot easier and simpler to do. And then you can choose your own bead colors like I'm doing here. You definitely can do that. And choose your own bead colors and make many pairs of these earrings to, for family, friends, to sell. You definitely can do that. And as you can see, we look like we're at the halfway point. And pretty much you're just going to continue beading. So, because as I mentioned, I definitely want to do tutorials for you, keeping it simple. And I think that's just what I need to focus on, is keeping things simple and, build up. And I'm also working on my first written tutorial for you that you will be able to purchase in store, coming, won't say very soon, but it will be in the store in February, sometime in February. And I will keep you updated when that will indeed happen. So it's a lot of details and things that I'm still working out. But I thought I would bring this tutorial to you, and I hope I'm staying in frame. Because it is indeed a really fun tutorial to do, and doesn't take really long to make these earrings. So it would take maybe about an hour or 2 hours. It just depends on how fast you sew, how well you catch on to the tutorial. So yeah, so we only have a few more beads to do, and then we're going to go to the next step, and that's the embellishing the beads. That's the next step. So as you can see, I'm holding it tight like this so that it's easier to go into the bead without chasing the bead. And then once you get close to it, you let it go. And you can get through it, you know, without chasing the bead all over the place, because that's the worst actually, is chasing the bead all over the place. And don't worry about your thread bridge moving, because remember that it is attached to a ring, so it can move. That's why you want to put the beads on there as tight as you can. Onto the ring. That's what you definitely want to do. You definitely want to do it as tight as you can. So that, make sure I'm staying in frame, y'all. Again, let it go down. Come all the way up under. And let the bead drop down onto the ring. Hold the thread and then just go into the bead. That way you are in control of the bead. And it's not moving the way, you know, it's not moving all over the place. And I'm ready to show you what it's looking like, because it is looking pretty good. And again, you let the bead go all the way down. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is the tail thread who wants to join in on the fun. We will use it later, but not right now. And there are a lot of people, when they do videos, they will edit out everything, and that's fine. But in a real classroom, there is no editing. It is what it is every day. And you just roll with the punches. So that's why I'm not editing anything out of the video, because this is very real, and this is our classroom. And a lot of things are going to happen. You know, you'll see the teacher's imperfections and all those things. So, and this also helps me to, in keeping it this real and this transparent, it helps to relieve stress and anxiety in me as well. So, yeah. So far, this is what it's looking like. It's starting to look like the other earring, and we only have 5 more beads to go. And yeah. Now the tail thread wants to come in and complicate things. So remember, so we just try to keep it out of the way as much as possible. That's why you want to try to be in control of the situation. That's why I hold the thread down like this on the other side. And if you need a shorter thread, about, 6 inches of thread, 6 to 8 inches of thread will do one earring. But you still need to have a tail thread on the other side so that you can go in and close up your other side of the bead. So we are indeed almost finished. So yeah, we have 4 more beads. I apologize if you hear the airplane going by. So So this is where we are, and we have, after this, we have 2 more beads, and then we're going to check it out and take a look at it, and then we're going to move on to the next step, which is embellishing this bead row here. And you're going to go up under the thread. You're going to go up under the bead and pull the bead. So yeah, we have 2 more beads to go. And then we're going to pull out the other 3 colors, because we're going to use 26 of the main part of the embellishment and 13 because of the main part of the embellishment of the bead. And once we get that part done, it's going to be fairly simple, because we're going to do a simple embellishment. So we're going to put our last bead on here. This is the last bead right here. And so, and we are finished adding our beads. And when you finish, this is what your earrings should look like at this point. Okay. So let's get our other beads. Now these beads, there are other colors mixed in them because I was doing the other earring and they kind of got mixed together, and so yeah, that's that story. So that's going to be that for that. And then we are going to pull out the main color, which is the raspberry color. So and we're going to use 26 of these beads. So okay, I'm trying to pull them over. So that we can use it. So for this part, we are going to be going in and out of the Delica beads themselves. Okay, there's 2 little beads who want to join the party, but they can't because they are the wrong colors. So you're going to pick up the main color in the decoration of the Delica bead, and then you're going to pick up the accent, the color that's going to accent the main embellishment. And then you're going to pick up the same color in the Delica bead. I know these are little. I'm trying to get my hand out the way so that you can see it. Okay. And then the thread is coming out of one. Let me see. Make sure. The thread is coming out of one bead. And you're going to go back down into the next bead. See that? And it creates a little cute embellishment. And then you're going to go back up through the next bead. Okay. And you're going to pick up the main bead, the accent bead, and another main bead. Okay, if it would just cooperate. And as I showed you, that the one thread is coming out, and you're going to go down through the next thread like this. And you might want to straighten it out a little bit so that it will pop up like it's supposed to. Hope you can see that. And then you're going to go back up through the next bead like this. And this is what we're going to do all the way around. I'm just taking my time and I'm just showing y'all in real time how much time it would actually take to do one earring. So as I mentioned, the thread is coming out. It's coming out of one thread, and you're going to go back down into the next thread, and you're going to come out, and the tail thread is going to come back over here and cooperate. Okay, and you're going to go back up through the next thread. And your earring embellishment, your earrings is starting to, you know, it's cute anyway, but it's looking even nicer with, you know, the added color embellishment. And this type of earring is for somebody who like little pops of color and they don't like a lot of color. And that's what this kind of earring is for, you know, because not everybody likes a lot of color. Some people they do neutrals and things of that nature, which, sorry y'all, that's kind of boring. I'm a person who loves colors. I absolutely love colors. Colors make me happy. I do have my favorite colors. So, but this earring here is for someone who just doesn't like a lot, but just likes a little bit. And that's all right. Different things are for different people. So, and there are people even who like to do smaller jewelry with bits of color in it. So this earring is indeed for that person. And you can make so many colors. You can even do custom colors for this kind of earring. And for customers, or even for yourself, or even for family members who like minimal jewelry and just like a little bit of color, trying to get the thread out the way, who likes just a little bit of color and would like this kind of earring. Let me see, there we go. Trying to get it out the way so that it does not get a knot. So yeah, so that's what we doing here with this kind of earring, and I thought it was so cute. I was like, let me share this with y'all. And believe it or not, y'all, we are almost finished with this beautiful little earring right here. Very simple, easy to do, even calming and relaxing to do. Not a whole bunch of stress, no fuss, no muss. Just a simple, cute little earring. Yeah. Indeed. So, and as you can see, we are indeed almost finished. This earring didn't take a lot of time. So it's going to take you about an hour to do a full pair of these earrings. About an hour. And that's if you do it steadily without, interruptions. It's going to take about an hour to do a whole pair of these earrings. And remember that we're going in and out of the main beads to create these embellishments. And you're picking up your main color, your accent color in the decoration, and the main color. The bead is coming out of, the thread is coming out of one bead, and you're gonna go down into the next bead, and yeah, and we have 2 more beads to do. Just 2 more. Well, yeah, 2 more little units, not beads. We have 2 more decorative units to do in this earring. So, coming out of one bead, and like I said, don't worry about it. The earring is delicate. It really is. And so, we're not going to worry about that. So, we're going into the last earring here. Last earring. We're going into the last little decoration unit in this earring. And all of the supplies for this earring will be in the description section below. I should have said that at the beginning of the video, but I did not. And we are on the last unit of this decorative bead. So now what we want to do is to go back up through the main bead. And let me see here, because I don't want to split the thread or split the bead. So let me see. There we go. See that? Go back up through the main bead, and this is so that we can begin to start tying off. So yeah, we have to put him back in place, or put the bead back in place. So I'm going to turn the bead this way because it's easier for me to do. Let me see. We're going to go up through that Delica, that 15-0 bead. And then we're just going to go down through the 15-0s because we're going to sew back through and start tying off. But I want to do it in the middle because we have to go back through, and I got to show you all how to tie off the other bead. Well, so yeah. So, go up under the bead. Don't go over the bead. Go up under the beads. See, I'm trying to do this so you can see it. You want to, Okay, I know what I didn't do. Okay. Because I'm trying to have it where it goes up under the bead, so. Come on. Now it's trying to get a little knot in the thread. So. Okay. There we go. Breathe. So basically, once you come back out of the thread, you want to go up through the thread. You have to go up through the entire bead and come all the way back down. So you want to come back up through the bead. I'm not trying to make this too long. And go back down the other bead. So we're gonna go through just a couple of these units because we're going to start tying off. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to start tying off. So we're going to go through this one here. We're going to go through this thread here. And we're going to tie a knot there, because I don't want the video to be too long or me being too long-winded. So we're going to go back up through the thread. So yeah, there we go. And then we're going to go back down through the main bead. Okay. There we go. Then come back up through this bead. There we go. And we're going to stop right there with that. And we're going to get our scissors. Yeah. And we're going to cut this thread right here. Okay. And then we are going to, sorry about that, y'all, I shook the camera. We are going to thread our other needle. Well, we're going to thread the same needle. We're going to take this thread off there. And I'm going to flatten this down a little bit so that we're going to thread this needle so we can sew in the tail thread. Okay. So basically what we want to do is to go up through the same bead on the end, like that. Go through the same bead on the end, because we're sewing in the tail thread, and this will hide that knot, because there is a knot. And then you can, you know, go down through the main bead again and come back up through the main bead. And you have to be careful so that you want to go up through the main bead, okay? And then we're going to go through the little decorative unit here, and we are going to tie off here, because we don't have to do too many this is half hitch knots. We don't have to do too many because we did one, and then we're going to go through, you want to make the bead small, and then you want to go through the decorative unit so that it can hide that knot. See, so the knot is gone, and we're going to go down this bead here, and we're going to cut it off right there. And hold it down, making sure you're not capturing the bead, and we're going to cut that off right there. And there you have it, guys. Here go the pairs of earrings together. So there you go. So yeah, there go the one pair right there, and then there go the other pair right beside it right there. So I hope you had a wonderful time making this earring, and as you can see, you can do them in different colors. And I will be bringing another tutorial back to you soon. And as always, please like, share, subscribe. turn on your notification button so that you'll know when I upload the next video. Until next time, happy beading.